Alright, so today I'm learning how to solve for variable y to be able to graph linear equations using Desmos. So today we are solving for y. That's the biggest thing today, solving for y to be able to use Desmos. So let's go ahead and take out our vocabulary sheet. So inverse is just going to be opposite. Opposite. So the opposite of positive is negative. The opposite of negative is positive. Okay? When you're multiplying, it's going to be divide. Those are the biggest things today. Okay? So a variable is a letter. Isolate y. Get y by its get y alone. Let's say alone. Alone. So your answer should look something like this in Desmos today. Okay? I know this looks crazy, but we are going to work our way up to that. Okay? So just like this one. So here our x-intercept is on the x line. So we have negative 2, no, 0, I mean, blah, blah, blah. We have 2.5 comma 0. And then my y-axis is right here. My y-intercept is 0, 5. If I wanted to find my slope, I would have to make a table. And I could use my 2 points that I found. 2.50, 0, 5. And then I could find my slope in Desmos like I usually do. Okay? Let's see. So we did these the other day. If I want to get y by itself, we're going to do the opposite of plus 7 minus 7, right? Then right here, if I want to get y by itself, the opposite of positive 1, negative 1. The opposite of negative 4, positive 4. The opposite of negative 2, positive 2. The opposite of negative 2, positive 2. The opposite of positive 2, negative 2. And then let's go ahead and look at our notes. So, inverse operations. If we have a plus sign, we are going to do minus. If we have a minus sign, we are going to do plus. Those are opposites. So like if we had a plus 2, it would be a minus 2. If we had a minus 2, it would become a plus 2. Some of us are forgetting to write the plus. You need to put plus 2 for opposite. Do not just write 2. It is plus 2. Now, if we have multiply, it's going to become divide. So if you have 3x equals 3y equals 4x. We're just going to divide by 3 and get rid of this one. Okay. So again, like say we have negative 4y equals 10. We are literally just going to divide by negative 4, the number in front, because we're multiplying, and get rid of it. Divide by. So for the first one, I want to get my y by itself. I want to get my y by itself. I have a positive 4x, because there's no sign right here. It's positive 4x. The opposite of positive 4x, negative 4x. Now, I have this 2. I'm multiplying. I'm going to divide by 2. And what I can do in Desmos is, what I can put in Desmos is y equals 7 minus 4x all over 2. This would be what I put in Desmos. So let's try this again. I'm going to write it down here because I need a little bit more space. So what I have here is I want the y by itself, so I want to get rid of the x first. So I have negative 3x. The opposite of negative 3x is positive 3x. Now, I want to get rid of the 7 in front of my y. If it's in front of my y and it's attached to my y, I'm going to divide by 7 and then get rid of it. So my answer I would put in Desmos is y equals 18 plus 3x all over 7. That is what we're doing. Let's try one more. I'm going to write it down here because I need a little bit more space. So right here, I want to get rid of my x first. So the opposite of positive 5 is negative 5x. Delete this. Now the number in front of my y, I want to divide, negative 8. Delete that. So I have y equals 11 minus 5x all over negative 8. That's what I would put in Desmos. Let's try one more time. Okay, so I have negative 2x. I'm going to change that to a positive 2x over here. Then I have this number, negative 10, in front of my y. I'm going to divide by negative 10 and delete this. So I have y equals 20 plus 2x over negative 10. And that would be my answer I use for Desmos. So really, this is just practicing what we are going to put in Desmos. Right now, we'll come up with another, like, the actual questions that you'll use for Desmos. But, so like right here, this one's a little bit easier because they already kind of set it up for you. I only have y. I want to just divide by 7. So I'm going to divide by 7. And now we have y equals 18 over minus 8x over 7. That's what I would use for Desmos. Okay? Same thing here. My y is only with 2. That means I'm dividing by 2 and getting rid of this 2. Getting rid of it. Okay? So, that's what we're doing. So let's try some actual examples. Let's go ahead and turn our page over. And our important vocabulary is best represents. And we know we're going to use Desmos because I have pictures. Okay, so I have negative 5y equals negative 6x plus 15. Notice how the 6x is already over here. Now, if I look at this negative 5y, that is multiplying. So we are just going to divide. Sorry, my pencil's messing up for some reason. We're just going to divide by negative 5 and get rid of this. So I have y equals negative 6x plus 15 all over negative 5. So I'm going to go to Desmos, and I'm going to graph this. So I have y equals, and to get this big giant fraction, you are going to press the fraction symbol first right down here. And I'm going to type negative 6x plus 15, and then on the bottom, I'm going to put negative 5, and I get this line. Now, I know my line is going up, so if it's going up, I know A is going down, so I can delete A. B is also going down, I can delete B. C is going up, so maybe. D is also going up, so maybe. Now, if I press the red line, it gives me my x-intercepts. I have 0, negative 3 for my y-intercept. So if I look at the y line, it should be touching negative 3. This one does. This one, on the other hand, touches positive 3, so that's bad. We want negative 3. So C would be my answer. So this, if we put in Desmos, we can create a picture. So this is why it's important to solve for y, So let's go and try another one. For the next one, it says, which equation is equivalent to 4x plus 5y equals 17 when solved for y? So I see the word equivalent. That is my important word, equivalent. That means same. We are looking for the same. So I'm going to write down 4x plus 5y equals 17. When you see it like this, we're always just going to solve for y. So we see a 4x, that's positive, and I know it's positive, so I'm going to put negative 4x. I'm going to delete this. Now, I have this 5 in front of my y. If it's in front, we're just going to divide. So when we delete this. So we have y equals 17 minus 4x over 5. This is what I will use in Desmos. So I'm going to graph that in Desmos. Y equals, put my fraction symbol, 17 minus 4x over 5. And it gives me this equation right here. If I want to make a table, because I'm going to try to graph these and match them, I'm going to press this button right here, table, and it creates these dots. I'm going to take the color off right here, this blue one right here, right there. And now I'm going to graph my answer choices. So now I'm just trying to see which one lands on them like we did the other day. So A, y equals 4 over 5, x minus 17 over 5. The black line is down here, and it does not touch my blue point, so A cannot be my answer. So let's try B. Y equals 5 over 4, x minus 17 over 5. The red also does not touch my points, so that's not good either. Let's try C. Y equals negative 5 over 4x minus 17 over 5. This blue one also does not touch my points, so hopefully answer choice D is the answer. Y equals negative 4 over 5x plus 17 over 5. And the green does, in fact, touch all my points, so it is the same. So D would be my answer. So really, once you solve for y here, you can just graph and match. All right, let's try the next one. It says graph the line represented by the equation 2x plus 3y equals 6. Select 2 points on the coordinate grid. A line will connect the points. So we are going to graph this. Okay, we are going to graph this equation on here. To do that, we have to solve for y right here. So we have 2x plus 3y equals 6. I have 2x. The opposite of a positive 2x, because there's no sign, the opposite of a positive is a negative 2x. Delete this. Then I have the y, or the 3 in front of my y, so I'm going to divide by 3, delete this. So I'm going to graph this part right here. So in my Desmos, I'm going to graph this. We have y equals, to get the big fraction, the symbol right here, 6 minus 2x, 3. Now, I need to select 2 points. So I'm going to select my 2 points that are already there. The Desmos gives me my 2 points. I have 0, 2, and I'm going to put them on the same place I see them. 3, 0. And I'm just going to connect my dots. That is my line. That's all I'm going to do. That's it. Boom, boom. Done. So once you get your Desmos points, you're going to put them on your graph, and that's it. All right, this one we did the other day, but we're going to do a quick review of it. It says the graph of the linear function is shown on the grid. Which equation best represents this graph? So I need to get 2 points because I want to make a picture. It's always easier to make a picture. We're going to choose, actually, let's choose 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, negative 4. So let's go ahead and put those in Desmos. 1, 2, 3, negative 4. Put the little dots. I get y equals negative 3x plus 5. I know my negative 3 is my slope, and I know that c is not negative and d is not negative. Now, before I put these in, remember, we are solving for y. So the opposite of a plus 7, minus 7. Opposite of a plus 1, minus 1. And then we would graph these. But remember, the big thing is y'all are not taking the color off. So we need to take the color off first and then graph. Y equals negative 3, parentheses, x plus 4, parentheses. And we are still putting minus 7. We're going to put this on there. And that does not touch my 2 points. So let's try B. Y equals negative 3, parentheses, x plus 2, parentheses, minus 1. Oh, wait. Did I mess up? Oh, see, this is good. This is a good example. This is why I tell you not to delete them, because I literally mess up. I should put minus 4 right here. And if I touch this, then it does match up. So A actually would be my answer. Sorry, y'all. So this is important why you don't delete them, because we all make mistakes. It's all right. So we're not going to do the next one because we've already done it. But if you have any questions, please let us know. For the table of contents, go ahead and look at the blue paper next to the front door and for the page numbers. If you have any questions,